Life's endless circle. Creation. Growth. Wealth. Prosperity. Struggle. Pain. Anger. Resentment. Anguish. Joy. Love. Hate. Struggle. Wisdom. Courage. Naivety. Knowledge. Ignorance. Life. Death. Encouragement. Heartbreak. Health. Depression. Anxiety. Euphoria. Emptiness. Sadness. Happiness. Light. Dark. Clean. Toxic. Positivity. Negativity. Neutrality. Combination. Separation. Strangers. Family. Bliss. Pain. Creation. Destruction. Hope. Helplessness. Speed. Stillness. And so much more in this non-stop flow. It has been a long time, as it has been with the events of this extremely broad and scattered puzzle. Years going by in the blink of an eye. Since the eclipse, it's as if time sped up exponentially. So much prosperity in creation, so much pain and destruction, and so much more, including to that, shaking the core of even the great content creator. Fourth walls and many other walls getting broken, as well as emotions, hearts, but also building from the ashes. Time to show some of the scattered pieces of the puzzle. Please know, it took everything in the great content creator's power to add these pieces to the puzzle. Some remnants of previous pieces being nearly lost to time, but now being uncovered from the great content creator as well as myself, the narrator. Hope you all enjoyed, and hopefully this brings some clarity to the murk. Time to add more pieces to the puzzle. Great decree is in full effect. In a legendary location by the legendary ancient college. Whew. So, Sensei, you told me to go and explore, though I am much older now than back then. All those years ago, with all of those bays, all of whom who have gone into the world to pass on their power to the future generation. Every single one, except for one. Did you say something? Oh, yes. I have a duty, young one. And though you are my apprentice, it is my duty to teach you only selectly, for you must learn things yourself. Well, yeah, I get that. But at the same time, why can't you teach me everything? Because it is not my duty to do so. You must learn for yourself. As I, even with all of my wisdom, must learn. These ancient ruins, these lands, have been through countless battles. So many battles in so many different locations. I remember my ancestors, those older days, when they were on these lands, going to this location. The ruins becoming that much older, being way old, but still standing with the test of time to the events that have happened. I am the last of a very special breed. Those bays of the past. And it's my duty to pass on my wisdom to this generation. But when the time is right. Well, can you explain to me why we came all the way here? Didn't we go way more north than we were supposed to? I mean, we sensed that power, but then we went past it. So why come here? All the way up here? Because we needed to, in order to experience these lands, to connect with them. All the bays that battled in so many different wars throughout time. We have a duty
You as well as myself. We must teach this new generation about how things were in the old days and pass on our wisdom, because they will need it. The prophecy is already started. No one can defy the will of the heavens and the stars, the great stars above. Yeah, that still was a long journey. I'm hungry again. We went all the way, years upon years upon years, I mean even, to get to this point. Going from that beach all the way up here took forever. Now we're here, and we have to go again? That we do. We've done all the connection that we can with this area. Plus, that legendary campus is closing, as sad as it is to say. So now, it's time for us to go and scout out that power. Find the true source. Because all the power is accumulating in various spots. There's still so much to be written with this story. Hopefully my wisdom will be able to help. Yeah, well, about that. Can we go? I'm hungry. Patience, young Libra. Oh, but come on, Orion. You've been training so hard. And meditating and connecting with things. All right, then. I suppose we should go get some food. It has been a bit. But afterwards, we will be on our way to those sacred locations. Though remember this, we cannot show ourselves yet. This generation still has a lot to learn. Yeah, I got it. Fine. Let's be on our way then. Alrighty. Let's go. Thank you for the lessons. Sacred lands, sacred lake. And shall I say, farewell. Farewells. With all of the loyal hearts, and we sing the name we love and our joyous tributes that we bring. We shout in singing to thee the song we praise. Thee will we ever praise. Remember the sacred alma mater. I don't understand what you're saying, but I'm hungry. Alright, I'm gonna go. Patient young grasshopper waits for me. Whew. Welcome to college. Here's a side. I'm totally putting these clips in out of order, but the campus up there. We're walking into town, and yeah, got the lake, Cayuga Lake. It's freaking gorgeous. Meditated so much down on that dock, by the boathouse. There's like a market and such in town, and heart though, but medical center. There's Dodge up there. That is the dorm building where Tasia and I lived first 2 years. It's just surreal, man. It's surreal. There were so many cars here. That's awesome. Yeehaw! Yeehaw! We're in the beginning part of Maine, one of the dorm buildings, and then entrance. So y'all, this is Minerva. Very sacred statue.
Totally like retrain
And
like
somebody,
the most basic
kissed
part of like your
Minerva.
body that's like.
But we all pay our respects and such to Minerva every single time we go by here. I remember when I graduated, there were a bunch of roses there for you. Taking a trip down memory lane. So this is the string room gallery at the college. You can see some of the flags right there, Wells. This wall right here is where I had my senior thesis, like along the entire wall. So, my heart, man, my heart.
I'm going up to talk to Spiegel and then letting off justice with the field hockey player. I'm all for that.
Such an amazing view, and there's the lake. Just wild, man. My heart. So, you know, you have to make a thesis project. That being the big time project that decides whether you graduate or not. And I did so here. It was actually on my family. I called it the family portrait that never happened. And, you know, I basically had to come to terms with a lot of things, leave my own family with my artwork in order to graduate, which is the ironic part for it. But had a whole entire, you know, showing and such in here with myself and a couple of my other classmates at the time that were thesising, and we had to fill in this entire space with our works, and we managed to do it with the three of us, and it was incredible. All the squares, so incredible. This used to be just a hallway, but they renovated it back in like 2018. It's funny, it was like a year after, not even a full year after I graduated, but they turned this into like a gaming room center, which is dope, because if this were here when I attended here, I definitely would have just chilled in here a lot. Like, look at this design. All the different consoles shaped like Pac-Man. That's freaking awesome. No fool's ball. Big freaking TV monitors. Even got a microwave in here. You don't need snacks? Go on. Game over. So up there, that's Barler. That's Campbell in there with the art building. And then you got Maine, one of the dorm buildings. And then you got the Sommer Center. You got the library. Down over that way, there's like Stratton, Morgan, Zabriskie, a bunch of different buildings. And it's just hitting in the heart, man. Because it's closing down. Like, it's official. It's done deal. The last class, 2024, graduated, and everybody hates the president. The former president. This is really pretty. It's growing a lot. I remember when they were first working on this, and it was just all dirt, and now it's just full of vegetation. It's really pretty. Had a bunch of choir classes in there. I was a part of the a cappella group Henry Zay, and we had practices up there in that room. I left like a ceramic set up there, and I doubt that it's still there. It was one of the favorite ones I did, but I kind of left it as like a memento. If it's still there, I'd lose it. So many times sitting in this chair, just chilling out waiting. Had like choir and other classes up in this room. Was like whatever. And then upstairs, it's like the 8th room, and here it is. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna lose it because I graduated 7 years ago. The pieces I made are still all in here. They're all here. So this plate right here, just for the proof for it. It's one of my favorites that I did. That name. It's your boy. I thought this was long gone. Well, I'm definitely taking these back. Truth be told, I'm gonna take these back. I love this set. And the fact that it's here was destiny. And my heart. Basically all that is like just all the planning and stuff, talking about solos, the drawings. Probably all the different songs and like the oh my god, yo, that's TJ. That is TJ. That is awesome. Also, I wrote unspoken story. I wrote the word taint. So there's my friend Hank and I. We were both a part of Henry's 8, and he would just say the word taint all the damn time. And we had a running joke. We're gonna write taint in this building as many times as possible to see if it's ever seen. And nope, there's one. I've seen like 3 already. Let's see, where'd it go? There's one. It's everywhere. There's one. Oh my god. With this amazing view. And you see the lake down there. My heart, man. We're just going through the stomping grounds. Yeah, my heart. I still can't believe these are all here. Like, bowl I made. Boom. And also the cup. And that they were always respected. My heart, man. Well, it's ironic because the last reunion and such, and they're coming back home. So this is Campbell. It's the art building. I lived in this building when I attended here. Color swatches. Then the notorious purple rails and such. The professors I had are like long gone at this point, but so many classes and lectures in here. It's where I gave my presentation for my thesis. I had a project where like, so I had a bunch of chain stitches around like the room of the family home. But I had a project where I did a bunch of chain stitches and they all led over to like a table that was on the other side. And there's a huge blanket that I made. So it was like the energy all being focused and supposed to lead you in. And then it would lead you around the corner and you'd see all of the stitches and stuff culminate on this table with this blanket. But yeah, so many classes sitting at like this table working on stuff or working up there in the loft. There were computers up there at the time, but they've since gotten rid of them. The easels, all the paints. Dude, I would totally use so many paints in here. It's just insane. Like, talking about the better part of 4 years living in here. And there's so many materials. Like my heart, dude. My freaking heart. So stairs. Lots of stairs. This goes up 4 floors, and this particular dorm building in Maine, I lived in my last 2 years that I was in college. My junior year, I lived on the 4th floor, so I'd go up all these stairs all the time just to get to my room, and then lived on the second floor my senior year. And pillows. It's actually really comfortable. It is currently, damn it, what time is it? 8:40 in the morning. I'm trying to be an early morning person, getting better with it. But it's tough, man. We go and get breakfast. And then there's what's the word? My brain is not parade. That's the word. There's a parade. But we in wine country. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Well, I guess both country.
Make some corn wine.
Look at the barn.
Isn't that just cold whiskey?
Once upon a time, that was a dorm building, but then they sold it and it got renovated. So it's like the backside, but that's Barler, which is like the music building, Campbell, which is the art building, and the bell tower in the background. Got the dining hall down there. And this is like one of the back roads. Then down there, I guess it's the swamp. I always could just kind of call it the swamp. Then there's Schwartz, which is like the athletic building on campus. Also, the campus is like all uphill, so, you know. Down there, all the dorms and stuff. At the very bottom is the lake. That's probably what I'll show off last. And then you go up here, there's a golf course in the back. And then way in the back, there's the waterfall, which is probably definitely where I filmed the first part of the skit. It's also where, like, I filmed on campus big time in places, you know. If you check out my first skit series, I filmed around this campus so much. But way in the back over there is a waterfall, which I've also, like, filmed at quite a bit. It's actually the scene where, like, all the big time bays, like Bull and the others, like the main family group, they went to before they split up. And that's when they had all their different arcs, meeting different bays and such, and then coming back together for Skit 100. But yeah, just hits in the heart that it's closing. You know I gotta incorporate it. You can see the lake way in the background down there. Yeah.
Even going up the hill is like a workout. Like I said, it's all uphill. So there's the tennis courts, the academic building down there. So many cars up there because there's a lot of people. Holy hell. All right. So this is the mailroom, you guys. Literally, when I went to college, this was, yeah. When I went here, this was the mailroom, and came in, and my heart. 736 is my number. So there's so many times when I'd get a package here, or I'd get like mail. There'd be a slip in here that said package. I'd go over, pick it up, and just so many babies even, like unboxing and stuff that happened here. I didn't think I'd get so emotional about the freaking mailroom, but yeah, insane. Well, I have to say goodbye. So that was an old dorm building. It was a little bit off campus, and they sold it recently, or years ago or something, but it was gray, and now it's pink. Memories even in that place, oh my god. And the church. Have there been parties in that place? Yeah, yes. Because you know, freaking college. So we got some ruins down here. And so we got market, village market, right on the coast of the lake. It's Cayuga Lake. I think the biggest of the Finger Lakes, and just surreal. So many times I'd go down to the lake and just meditate. It hits so deep in the heart, man. Hey, check it out. The library, looking dope. And we got Main Street, the Fargo. So many times going there over the years and getting food. And the market. Oh man, so used to go here to eat a bunch of food. Honestly, when I went there, like the food was honestly pretty good. I think it was like the tail end of it. Yo, that house. Back when I was a freshman, there was a party in the basement there. Gotta love it. That was the only time I was in that house. Yeah, guys, that place back there is called Dory's. They were open for a bit, and they shut down even when I went here all those years ago. But they had some pretty good food and honestly pizza and stuff, but they just weren't open for too long. It was mainly like a seasonal thing where they'd be open during like the summertime and then shut down during like the fall time during the camp, like when students are actually on campus. But yeah, man, just my heart. Hot dogs. My OG home. Lived over on that side. In that location, that's where Tajan and I lived in, like basically the same suite over there. And then sophomore year, moved to that side. And it was like over there in a suite. We were roommates then. And then of course, the lake, the notorious lake with the frozen lake battles and such. And I'm gonna cry at a point. It's gonna happen. The alums leaving in March. That's one of the phrases. So here's Sister Wells, who's with us tonight. She eats us, she beats us, she got it. Yeah. There's the first part. Here's the Sister Wells.
Those are sold and it was with marker.
So many times hung out with people here. I remember when I was a freshman, the AIDS performed here. That was an acapella group. And then I ended up trying out and becoming a member and being a part of it. And I'm having a tattoo for it. It's upside down, but yeah. You know. Got this down here. All the artwork. And then there is the chapel down here. They've had like
different meetings and such in here. I remember playing H3Z, Humans vs. Zombies, and we'd have like meetings for it in here. But yeah, crazy, man. I might end the video off with this, I don't know. I'm gonna edit and figure it out. But this is Minerva, a very sacred statue to Wells. You talk about the legend of this place. Everybody loves Minerva and pays respects. Always designed with different things and such, and all of the flowers. Rose petals, everybody giving their flowers to her. And all the alum and such working hard to make sure that she's preserved and handled with love and care and taken to a proper place here in Aurora. So, yeah, man. You talk about the goat of this place. She's the goat. Everybody pays respects to Minerva. Gotta get the claps. Alright. This is gonna be the tail end of this. I ended it off at the dock because it's like the very bottom part of the campus. The entire campus is uphill and goes downhill, and the most part being the dock at the lake. So this is the boathouse, which I'm sure you guys have seen me film. I've filmed skits like over in this area, film videos out on it and such. And I always came down here to meditate big time when it came to like things for the campus, like, you know, working, just thinking about life. It's like there's so many serene spots here to go and actually meditate and just chill. And I would always do so, especially like when things got tough with classes, when working on my pieces, when going and doing a lot of different things with groups, like my acapella groups. I was an odd-line coach, being a part of odd-line. I came on this dock and actually like danced when I was a part of the odd-line team before I became a coach. I used to wear a red beanie, and there's one day where it was so stormy that I was down here dancing, practicing, and I actually, like, the red beanie fell off. And it's ironic because I thought it was lost in here forever. My notorious red beanie. I have it hanging at my family home now, but lost it in here for days. It washed up all the way down there, and we found it days later after, and it was after I became a coach. So it was like a, you know, like a true symbol of just like, don't give up. And I'm gonna have a heart-to-heart with y'all for real, because I always come down here and I meditate. My dream is pursuing my art big time, because, you know, I got my degree from here, studio art and graphic design, and my dream is to be able to do it full-time. Be able to do it full-time and do so with my girlfriend, go to vending shows, selling art, making my art, and just putting it out there, you know, doing what I do here on YouTube and just expressing myself through my art and what I love doing. And it's a dream. I have my day job and such, but I'd love to like YouTube and such full-time. I would absolutely love to. It's obviously tough because like the algorithm and just how things are with YouTube. If you know, you know. Just being real. But that's my dream. Being able to go to vending shows and possibly get into galleries and everything and show off my artwork. I even brought a bunch of my pieces here and even sold like quite a few of them, and just how many people have supported me, and I feel like I could truly do it. And in order to do so fully, I know I need you guys' help. So like whenever you get any of the merch, whenever you come and you show up and watch the videos and support that way and enjoy the content, you leave a like, you share it, you comment, you help me out big time, and just help me to pursue the dream that I truly want to do. That being with my art and creating with my girlfriend and just growing as an artist, learning and truly being able to do my art. And this is like the last time where I'll be here to look at the lake and such, because the camp is closing down. I know this is gonna be it, and came up here to see people, old friends, you know, classmates and everything, and how many people have just told me they've seen my success. Because when I graduated from here, I had like 15,000 subscribers, which is still absolutely insane. But then coming back all these years later and being at 122, because you guys have given me a chance, you've came in, you've enjoyed the content, you've truly changed my life, and I know what I want to do with life, and inspired to do so, and driven to do so. And just coming down this lake one last time, because this was my place to really go and meditate whenever things got tough for 4 years. And you've been coming and visiting, man. I'm gonna carry this inspiration and such for the rest of my life. It's one of those things where, like, never forget this moment, looking out, seeing this lake, remembering the feeling of just sitting by the lake and just feeling wherever I'm at, whatever I'm doing. That's the type of thing I do. I just have a photographic memory, so big time events like this, I've done so for events like the Bay Super Brawl, like the Blader Bash. Man, you talk about all the different events being a part of, like the invitationals, just remembering those moments, and it's just a blessing. But anyways, guys, that's how this is going to end. This is going to be the end of the vlog video for the school. Managed to show off whatever I could with it. Showed off the big time buildings that I was in, went in every single one. Didn't have classes in every single one. If I did, like, it wasn't for too long. But anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for this video. Of course, I had to incorporate it into a skit one last time, because it's it. The campus is closing down. They're closing the doors, and it's never gonna be the same again. Everybody came up for one last hurrah, and this being it. And gonna take this with me for the rest of my life with everything that I do, and never forget the experiences of this place. Also, Ray and Bradley. If you guys haven't seen them, they're my buds. It's been a while since you guys have seen them on screen, but you guys have seen them, you know. But anyways, guys, that's gonna do it. I hope y'all enjoyed. Thank you so much for everything. I'm driven, I'm motivated, I know what I work for, and just all the inspiration I even got coming up here. Getting that full closure with this place. Gonna remember it for the rest of my life. All the experiences, and even this lake, the frozen lake, man. The notorious frozen lake. With that battle. My biggest Beyblade video ever. Right on this lake. But I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, be sure to slice that like button down below. Let me know how I did. If you're new to my channel, definitely be sure to subscribe for some epic content, because I upload daily. Been here strong for 12 years. A decade ago. The frozen ice stadium battles. Insane to say. But if you haven't already, be sure to ring that bell by my channel name to be notified whenever I upload a video. So yeah, guys, till next time, it is your boy Kimbo signing off. See you guys later. Thanks so much for watching. Until then, stay awesome and cool. Shoot. Let it rip. Or Bakugan, bro. I'm up out of here. That timing, though. The bell tower. It's perfect timing, man. Literally one last time. I remember when this was used big time. I was covered in cobwebs. Crazy. All the trees. In the middle of the campus, right in front. So there's the sign. This is Wells College. And there's Maine. This is the sycamore, the sacred tree where we talk about every tradition. First day of classes, circling around the tree. Last day of classes, circling around the tree. A lot of people go here to meditate and such. You know, have me being included. I don't know where I'll put this. It'll probably be out of order. But might put this clip first or something. But Wells College, founded 1868 to 2024. 156 years this college was open. was all female until 2005, where it got integrated, you know, for men and such. So from 2005 until 2024, that is the small window of men actually enrolling at this campus. So you talk about 19 years where there were male graduates in this place out of 156. So it's a really small window. Honored to say I was a part of those 19 years. So, yeah, man. It's crazy. Seeing the Sycamore one last time. There's Cleveland. Over there is, yeah, so this is Cleveland right there. Then there's Zabriskie. And then there's Morgan. So yeah, Zabriskie's all the way over there. Then there's Morgan. There's Maine's, the dorm building. A lot of academic buildings over there. And then Maine's dorm. There's the dining hall and such there. Some more dorm buildings. We're in the car, turning off for the last time. Oh my god, it's a puppet! But saying goodbye, and it's the last goodbye. Like I said, I've been this up big time because it's closing for good. So this reunion being the last one, and then after they're gonna start liquidating everything from it. But this is the stomping grounds. Goodbye, Dodge. Talk about the OG memories, like the dorm room with Asian and stuff. That's the room up there, on that building, like that one room up there. And then you got town with all the different shops and such. Man, my heart just sank into my toes. So guys, we're at the Fargo. This is a place notoriously a lot of students have come to over the years. Really good food, nice atmosphere. There's the sign that has a moose on it. A moose! Like there's this area upstairs, and then there's also a downstairs. Yeah. Basically the best way I can put it, simply. I haven't been here since 2017 when I graduated, so it's really been 7 years. So that was printed, pretty sure, yeah, Wells, my college, because they had one of the craziest type programs. So like actual old letterpress. So setting the type and everything for it, and using the ink and rolling it. Yeah, it's crazy. Welcome to Aurora. Yeah. You imagined it. Yeah. When I was in high school and went through Upward Bound, there was a phrase that was like, if you can imagine it, you can achieve it. If you can dream it, you can become it. So this is like full circle, even a thing I was part of when I was way younger. Fields. Goodbye, Wells. Goodbye, Cayuga Lake. We're saying bye to our friends. They're headed out. Oh my god! And we're off. Ah! My heart, man. And the journey home commences. Maybe I'll get some bonus footage of some places in a nearby city, because it's a city that we stop in all the time. So there's Ithaca and there's Auburn. So Auburn being on the other side, Ithaca being towards the direction where we're going, and we talk about runs to like Walmart and stuff. There's so many times I did Baku Bay huntings and stuff. It's insane, man. The barn. Oh, the view of the lake.
When it rains, it pours, you fools. This is just a warning shot. Get ready. Everything will change. Enjoy your degree. Let the games begin. Tick-tock.
Good luck, Bays. You can do it.
beyond those lands. Just you wait. Good luck. May the odds be ever in your favor. Tick-tock. Remember this. Where there is light, there is darkness. Where there is warmth, there is cold. Yin and yang. The influence has grown, has expanded exponentially, not only after moments, seconds, minutes, hours, days, weeks, months, years. And oh, how the years have accumulated. The more things change, the more they stay the same. This is a waiting game, and time will show all. Tick-tock. It's been a wild year, y'all. It's time for it to come to an end. Thankful for all your love and support, guys. You guys are the absolute goats. And here's to the future. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's the new year! I sound like a drunk pterodactyl ostrich, but Happy New Year! It's 2025! Oh my god! My 2024, I love 2025. Here's to a year of hopefully prosperity and good vibes, man. I love you all. Warning, the following footage is strong and extremely emotional. Viewer discretion advised. And rest in peace. I want y'all to remember the words I said.
Those of you who don't know me, I'm Johnny K. from the Austin Dam. I met Adrian a few years ago out of the dam. Family, man. He had a great soul, wonderful young life, gone too soon. I just want you to know he's here with us. I have Samantha Lattimore, who is in Phoenix, Arizona, somewhere like that. I have some words that I will relate from her. Adrian, the words that come to mind when I think of you are endless. Of you are endless compassion, heart full of love, and yes, loyalty. Beautiful music that moves the soul. Multiple colors of tie-dyes and conversations with a twist of fun. Beautiful words from your heart and soul will be carried with so much love and honor. They will never fade. Possibilities and challenges come as they may, but you always found a way to get through life lessons and challenges and with an open mind. You kept tabs on as many walked in a thought. We always had each other along the way with those you called family that have spread like wildflowers in the fields we will always sit upon. You never turned your back on anyone, no matter how angry and frustrated they got. This life cord that is attached to you and I will never frail or be severed, whether in life or death. We got this as we always will. And as I live without you, now I got this for the both of us. I love you, Adrian, my brother, my friend. Now we will walk together finding harmony, finding endless fields full of flowers, to lay our heads upon, and listen to the music that suits us watching the clouds pass, finding beautiful in the sunrise and sunset by thinking about you from time to time. Peace and love and laughter and life.
Just for that.
Well, I am not the greatest with public speaking, but you want me to be up here and speak about him. When I was 10 years old, I met AJ, him and Alex both, and I saw them both as my little brothers growing up. Would always go to their grandma's house, their mom's house, would always spend the time playing Xbox, Game Boy, everything, you name it. And we got a really close bond after that. You fast forward multiple years. I'm a YouTuber. I make content. I had like 5 Beyblades, a couple Bakugan, a little stadium. I didn't even have a tripod to even launch it. I used my legs. And he would stand right next to me as I was sitting and making those videos, and he told me, you should do this. You should continue to do this. It's what you love, it's what you enjoy. I love you, I support you with it, and you're gonna go really far with it. Right when I started this 10 years ago. You fast forward, throughout all those years he told me, keep doing it. You're gonna get big with this, you're gonna be world known for this. You have one person that's subscribed to you, and I told him that when it first happened. He's like, you're gonna have 10, you're gonna have 1,000, you're gonna have 100,000, you're gonna get a silver play button. I always thought he was crazy. I'm like, there's no way. I'm a kid from the middle of nowhere, it's not gonna happen. You fast forward to current day, I have 122,000. Because he never gave up and he believed in me. And even the moment where I got that button in the mail, as insane as it is to say, he told me, I told you you could do it all those years ago with the biggest smile on his face. He's like, I never had any doubt in you. You always had it in you, and I've always seen that. You talk about one of the most compassionate souls, one of the best souls to be on this planet, that genuinely cared about everybody that he touched. That truly tried to look out for everyone as much as possible. He loved everyone with the biggest heart. You always called me bro. That was our phrase. All the times that we shared, we'd walk up and down the road to Bolivar anytime I'd go and visit him in Scottsdale. Even when I would go to college, come back from college, he always asked me how I was doing, how things were going, that I'd make it through, don't give up, keep doing it, keep pushing yourself. You're gonna make it. Never had any doubts. Even this morning I saw a little message from him. Whenever we would go around, we'd look for golf balls and we'd just bounce them. For the sake of just bouncing them, because we always thought it was cool, and we'd look at it and be like, whoa, look at that fly in the air. And I went and I got food, and there happened to be a golf ball on the sidewalk when I was riding my bike. They knew it was him just being like, it's gonna be okay. Just how many faces and people have gathered in this room just to celebrate him. and know how he touched all of our lives. He's not gone. Even when that song was playing, the lights were flickering. And that's a sign that he's here with all of us. So, bro, to you, my little brother, I love you. You're always with me, you're always with all of us, and you're gonna live on forever. Watch over all of us, and we love you. And until we meet again, and thank you for all the amazing memories. At any time where I have to go to the bathroom, pardon my language, but I'm gonna say I pantsed my shit. I love you.
So I'm up here. My name is Zach. Tim actually introduced me to AJ. I was very, very lucky. I knew we were gonna kick it off because we pull up to his house. It was his birthday, and as soon as I get there, he's like, "Hey, big boy." He jumps off the porch. And he's like, I was like, me and him are gonna be best friends. That's how that's gonna go. And man, all those times that we got to hang out, every time, you're always laughing, always. It was never a dull moment, and he would just always do something to make you laugh. Cartwheeling off of a porch, like all this stuff, man. And I wanted to say thank you for Kim for introducing me to him, and thank you all for being here as well, and everybody. He's such an amazing guy. I'm glad to call him one of my best friends.
Just nicely done. 122.
Will burn. The new power has arrived. It's only a matter of time, you fools. And the storm's still continuing to brew. Your day of reckoning is coming soon. Just you wait. Nothing can escape the flow of time. Not even a beautiful pit like this. You are all doomed. Get ready for the end. It's coming from the center out to the fucking end of the world. Ragnarok. The power of Valhalla. That's just a minuscule part. Just wait. You're all doomed. TikTok.
Hi, Hi, my name's Drunk. And I'm birthday, and it's my Kim. Oh shit. I said that wrong. Hi, my name's Kim, and I'm drunk, and it's my birthday. And I farted. Ah, shit, my pants. I pissed in my shit.